Sexyy Red been catching all the headlines, man. Like, you know, she's been receiving a whole lot of support. She's also been receiving a whole lot of hate. I would love to just know how she feel about all of it, because she's in the headlines almost every day about something, right? But I imagine, now I don't know Sexyy Red, never met her, none of that, but I imagine that she's probably, you know, on the ride of a lifetime. You know, she came from wherever she came from, and right now she's on top of the world. She's being recognized by everybody. She's doing features all over the place with huge artists. You know, she's burning up the airwaves on everything. So, you know, to me it looks like she's having an awesome run. You know, she's having success. But is Sexyy Red a good example of what we want black women or women in general to be and to look like? Me as a dad that has a daughter, I would say that's not really what I would want for my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Now, before I go all into that, let me say this. She's having success. You know, she's touching money I'm sure that she's never seen before. She's touching money that a lot of us would dream of. She's having experience that a lot of us could only dream of. So for that, kudos to Sexyy Red, man, and congratulations on your success. And obviously she's doing the work, so to some degree, she deserves it, you know. But you know, we gotta be careful about who we elevate and who we put so much attention on, because always keep in mind, our babies are watching. And so when we elevate certain people who glorify certain things and move certain ways, it kind of encourages the behavior for our young people. I guess someone could easily say the same thing about a lot of the rappers that we've enjoyed over the years. A lot of the male rappers, you know, that glorified, you know, trapping and glorified murder and glorified womanizing and all of these different things. It would be fair for somebody to step in and say, well, what about them? Why would we follow that, right? I won't debate you on that. I'll just say right now in this moment, Sexyy Red is on top of the world, and she appears to be a representation of what black women kind of are right now. Now, I know, and I hope you all know, that, you know, we're not just one thing, you know. We're not monolithic. There's many different types of black women. There's many different types of black men. And so, you know, we can't really say that she's representing all black women, but we can say that she's being elevated in a way that, for those of us who don't really understand that, she looks like who's being championed as, you know, a successful black woman. So when you think about it from a kid perspective or even a young person perspective, if she's the one that's being elevated, and she's the one that's having the success, and she's the one that's going around and meeting all the celebrities and going and doing all the things that she's doing, if I'm a kid or even a young adult with an undeveloped mind, to me it seems like that's what I should aspire to be. Because look, look how she look what she's doing. She's successful, so that's what I should do. And again, just being fair, I'll say that I think that's been the case with a lot of the male rappers over the years. You know, they promoted certain things, they were elevated, they were highlighted, and it made a lot of our young people feel like this is what I should do. You know, I honestly, you know, parents still have to parent, but I honestly think that that's one of the reasons why we have so much, you know, senseless violence and killings and all of this in our neighborhoods or in the black community. A part of it is because of the music. You know, part of it is because these people are being highlighted and they look like the picture of success. They look like the epitome of success to these kids and to these young people. So, it's a little unfair to Sexyy Red right now to try to just put all the woes of the black community and black women on her. But at the same time, her being elevated in the way that she is kind of an indication that something's off in the leadership in the black community, you know. And again, I don't want to take anything away from that young lady because she's having success. You know, I can only imagine, you know, saying her mom, her dad, her people, they're probably proud of her. She's probably proud of herself, and she should be to some degree. But as a society, as a community, how should we feel about people like her being elevated and highlighted more so than the young ladies that are educated, the young ladies that are doing beautiful things in the community, the young ladies who are, you know, stepping up and being awesome moms and raising their kids and giving them a good life. You know, the women who are going into careers where you know, you don't see a lot of black women or maybe even a lot of women at all. You know, there's a lot more positive, productive images that could be highlighted, you know, in the black community. And I would like to see more of an effort to do that. And again, the same thing goes for male rappers, you know what I mean? The same thing is happening. It's just that it seems like ain't nobody catching more headlines right now than Sexyy Red. So on one hand, Sexyy Red, salute, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you and your success. On the other hand, black community, let's talk about how we should feel about Sexyy Red being the representation of a successful black woman. How do you feel about that?